Great, thank you, and thank you for the invite to give you an update on Neurotech. So about a year ago, we did receive our FDA approval for our treatment called Inselto for macular telangiectasia type 2. This is the only approved treatment for that, as well as the first cell therapy that actually was approved for a retina disease. Here's our prescribing information. If you want more, you can just go onto our Inselto website to find out more. So our program, our treatment is actually based on our encapsulated cell therapy. It contains a cell line that's actually genetically modified to release a variety of therapeutic factors. Inselto actually releases the neurotrophic factor CNTF. It isn't a surgical implant. The capsule itself is very small. It's about a little over 6 millimeters long, 1 millimeter wide. And it is sutured into the sclera. And next slide. It's actually targeted to treat the disease MACTEL. MACTEL is a neurodegenerative disease. It's actually a dysfunction of the Mueller cells, which actually do provide one of the roles of Mueller cells is to provide neuroprotection to the photoreceptors. And what we're doing with Inselto is actually providing that neuroprotection. The best way to describe what patients feel, the visual acuity does deteriorate over time, but actually the quality of their vision is very significantly impacted. Ability to read, drive, it blurs the vision. Patients are typically diagnosed in their 40s to 60s, so many of those are still of working age, and it does impact their day-to-day lives as well as their ability to do their jobs. So we have been out in commercial launch mode for about 7 months now. We have taken, the launch is what we call a very staged launch. Because it is a surgical procedure, we want to make sure it's done. We originally focused on our clinical sites as well as sites that actually had a large number of MACTEL patients. And now over time, as we get to the back half of this year and further to next year, we will be expanding those sites. We just wanted to make sure that we were launching properly and that all the surgeons were very well trained to do it. And then beyond that, we do have medical education going on for the general ophthalmologists and optometrists. So how are we doing so far? We're very pleased with our launch. Right now, we have a Inselto Connect hub where patients actually go into it when they're interested in treatment. Right now, we're actually over 850 patients. It is a bilateral disease, so that's basically, so there's a factor to those 850 patients. We now are over 150 surgeries completed to date. And so our number one focus as a company is to get treatment to all these patients, very important. We do have J-code, we got it last October. We have a lot of medical policies in place, and actually several academic institutions have actually put it into their formularies. And so right now, we feel we have a lot of favorable market dynamics. It is a high unmet need. There is no treatment for the disease, as I mentioned before, which allows us to actually perform and stage it right. I didn't get into it, but we have strong clinical data, and we have a great commercial team that we have onboarded over the last couple of years. As I run out of time, I do want to leave you with the one thing, because I want to humanize this. Because this is really what we're about. I just received a text literally an hour ago from one of our field team that actually was at a surgery yesterday. And what they said was the patient asked the doctor before the surgery started to actually hold the patient's hand and actually said a prayer for the doctor, said a prayer for the implant to be successfully accepted into the body, and expressed thankfulness for providing hope. And that is what we do. We advocate for hope where there's none, and that's why what we're doing is so special. We're advocating not just for the physical ailment, but also for the mental impact created. So I just want to leave that with you because that's what we do. So thank you.